Hi there, this is Roxanne with you today, and I want to talk to you about love and relationships. And today I want to really specifically speak about the six qualities of a healthy relationship. And, one of the main qualities of a healthy relationship is having an effective communication. And I know that you have heard that many times. Communication is key. It is key and definitely something that we have to constantly practice if we want our relationship to be healthy. So one of the key things that you want to bear in mind is that you want to send and receive messages in a way that it was intended. You want it to be received by your partner, your significant person, in a way that you actually intended it. Okay, so three things that you want to bear in mind, three tips or skills in improving or having an effective communication. One, your communication has to be clear. So you're sending a clear message. You have to think about the message that you want to send. Maybe you want to spend some time doing that, on your drive to work or whatever you're doing, having your me time. Maybe you might think a little bit about, like, what's the message I really want my partner to get, especially on a topic or a sensitive issue. What's the message that I'm really, because you have to get the message clearly before you're trying to communicate that to your significant person. So you can jot that down or have it clear in your mind. Secondly, communication has to be concise to be effective. So you don't want to use all these jargons and words and phrases that will cause, a lot more arguments and, will cause a misunderstanding. You want to make sure that you use very clear and short sentences. You stick straight to the point, get to the point. Okay, so do that when you're communicating. And thirdly, if you want communication to be effective, you want to make sure that you're consistent. So you should have words, keywords that you want to use when you're sending your message across, and you want to repeat these words when you're sending the message across as well. Repeat, and also the frequency of the communication is important. And bearing in mind, you want to choose the right physical space. You want to make sure that you're in the right mood to communicate, especially when it comes down to sensitive topics as well. You want to be respectful in communicating, and that will also help in delivering a message in an appropriate way as well. So bearing that in mind. Another important quality of a healthy relationship is intimacy. So intimacy, that physical and emotional connection that you should have towards your partner, is important. And while we can have a physical, piece with persons, that emotional piece is so critical and very important. And emotional connection, you have to evaluate that. And Sue Johnson, she does a lot of work with couples therapy and evaluating the emotional connection in relationships as well. So there's some key questions that she has that you want to really ask, just to see the extent in which you're emotionally connected with your significant person. And so you want to bear those in mind. One question that she speaks about is, are you there for me? you know are you there for me? You want to ask that question. Is your partner there for you? Is that person there for you? Are they there for you to listen? Are they there for you to support you? Your goals, your dreams, do you feel supported? Are they there for you to serve? Your needs are being met. So that really is critical. That emotional connection, it really enhances the intimacy of a relationship. So, and there's some other key questions that she speaks about as well. There's another question: do I matter? Do I want to know if my opinion matter, my perspective, does it really matter to you? If I disappear today, will that matter to you? Those are some questions you want to think about if you're, trying to evaluate that emotional bond and connection that you're having, or you should have, with your partner. And another key and critical question that she asks as well is, will you be there when I call? Will you be there when I call? Will your partner show up? And we're talking about a physical presence. Will your partner be there if you're broken down on a highway somewhere, or something is going on, or you're in a bad place and you need that person's physical presence? Are they there for you? Or you're already in the house and you need just that physical touch, you need that person to be there. Are they there for you? So that's a question you want to ask. And those are some tips you have to try to improve on that emotional bond and connection. Sometimes it's not there, but there, we have to, try. If it's there somewhat, you might want to work on it. If you want to improve the level of intimacy, which is important to have in a very healthy relationship. That's important. So yes, so another quality of a healthy relationship is self-confidence. Okay, so even though we're in a partnership, we're individuals. So we should be working on our own goals or dreams and aspirations. And if you're doing that, do you feel as if, hey, I can still be confident, I can still be me in my relationship? That's important. You want to feel secured in working on your goals, you want to feel confident, you want to be actually the best version of yourself even if you're in that relationship, so you're feeling supported and confident. So you have some relationships where people are not happy, or persons are actually feeling threatened by their partner's progress or success. That should not be the case. You should definitely be supported, feel supported. You should be able to share achievements. It should be a partnership. So if I'm winning, if I'm succeeding, if I'm achieving, then we're both succeeding, we're both winning. Okay, so it's important to that's important in a healthy relationship. And so we want to bear that in mind. And another important quality of a healthy relationship is commitment. Okay, commitment is so important. Are you in it, or are you halfway in? You have to be in it. You have to put your energy into the relationship. You have to put the work in. If you're going to work, you want the best outcome, you're going to do everything to do that. You're going to put all your energy being on time, making sure you're prepared for the job, making sure you're putting your best your energies into that job. So it's the same thing again for your relationship. You have to put your energies in it to make it happen. So having one foot in and one foot out and think it's gonna work, that might not be great. So a healthy relationship should have a strong level of commitment. So both persons are in it, they're working together. So this should be seen by not one person, but both persons should be actually viewing this to make sure that we're working on this together. It's not, it can't be one person working on their relationship. Okay, so please bear that in mind as well. And the sixth quality of a healthy relationship is showing appreciation. Okay, so you should find a way, and it should be consistent as well, that you're showing your partner, your significant other, your boo, your boo, you're showing them that you care. And what are some ways that you can show that level of appreciation? So it could be just expressing that, but sometimes you also want to put things in. You want to show, so it's saying, but it's also doing. It's actually showing what you're saying, if you get what I'm saying. So appreciating the person, giving them some flowers, preparing dinner for them, doing something to show that you care. You know how to appreciate your partner. You know what makes them happy, or try to find a way to make them feel appreciated, or just validating, just saying, I really see what you're doing. You're such, you're amazing. You're working so hard, and I want you to know that you're being seen. That is definitely great for a healthy relationship. And consistency is key. So all of these qualities are very important. So we want to start practicing today. All right. So make sure your partner, your significant other sees this. So you're both in it. So you start practicing, start doing things, start putting things in place, put the work in if you want your relationship to succeed. But this is going to be a wrap on those. And, those are the 6 qualities of a healthy relationship. So please share, please subscribe and like. And, thanks for seeing today. See you another time. Bye.